Hello, myself Sunil R Nair, and here basically we are discussing little bit about the Bollywood industry basically, and the Bollywood industry basically how the Bollywood industry are and how basically it's connecting to the software industry. So one person basically told that the software industry is basically created by the Bollywood industry. Then he told that yes, basically it's by default basically the software entire design basically is created by the software industry. Then few people told that basically you want to say that the Oracle basically software that is basically having the blocks and database and data files basically and data block and buffers basically that are basically the some areas basically mapping. Then he told that exactly basically that is the big level software basically that are the big level database basically which is basically handled by the set of dangerous DBAs basically. So that basically normal people basically can't handle basically. Same with the Amazon is there basically. Amazon is basically having how many servers basically. That Amazon is what basically that we have already discussed long before basically how basically the Amazon basically handles the lots of server basically. The same thing basically. For example, he told that basically there are basically assume that basically he basically has done Amazon basically how works that basically I will tell you. For example, long before basically he has done the study that in this time basically when basically the IT was not there basically. When basically this time basically in this time basically this many people do the shopping, this many time basically this many to do the shopping, this many time basically the banking sectors do the shopping, this many time basically the gold sector do the shopping, this many time the software industry do the shopping, this time basically the others the labor workers basically do the shopping. So basically he collected each and everything basically, and then basically he when the IT industry was basically started, that time also basically verified that basically yes exactly it is same way only the shopping is basically happened like this only. Like this basically he told that he created the servers, he created the layers basically, he created each and everything basically, and according to that basically he mapped his servers basically. So whenever basically this time basically happens, that time basically this server gets activated, whenever this time basically happens this server basically gets activated. This all are basically the small parts basically. In big level basically the Amazon server basically might be totally different basically. So this all are basically small you can say the way basically how the Amazon server basically might be handling this basically 100% I am not sure basically, but little bit basically I can basically give the information because AWS basically is there, Amazon Web Service basically are there. Amazon Web Service says that basically for this service if you want to use the he basically says that basically you don't have to create any server basically, we can give you the entire server basically, we can give you the entire space basically, we can give the entire operating system basically. So that is basically his servers basically, his web server basically are there. So his web server basically are the things basically on the base of the entire web server, entire basically the Amazon service basically are working. So entire Amazon basically service is working, that means basically you just need to purchase the services basically. Rest of thing you just need to, one person told that basically if I want to create the shopping website basically, then basically told that purchase this I want to purchase one payment gateway. Then he told that basically you can purchase the services basically on the base of the services basically the payment gateway will automatically work. So you don't have to do any configuration, you just need to basically get some data basically that basically you need to incorporate in your software basically, that is basically the websites basically. So rest of thing basically the Amazon basically server basically already have, they basically just have entire basically data basically. So here this is also basically a little bit about the Amazon basically. So database also basically Oracle basically how basically it's work, that also basically we are saying. So like this basically one of the person told that the entire thing basically is connected to Bollywood or basically road. Then he told that basically you can say basically you can't basically 100% say that it's connected with the Bollywood, but Bollywood handles the lots of things basically. Bollywood handles lots of things basically, that is basically 100% sure basically. Bollywood handles lots of things basically. Bollywood basically handles lots of things basically. So Bollywood basically handles lots of things. Like this basically one of the person told that basically Bollywood handles up to what level basically. Bollywood basically is told that basically they have basically many group basically they have basically, if one person told that basically if basically Shah Rukh Khan moves to the city basically without makeup basically nobody can able to recognize basically that this is Shah Rukh Khan, then basically that's basically the makeup power basically you can say. The normal basically person basically becomes Shah Rukh Khan basically. So like this basically there are basically many things basically that basically it's Bollywood industry basically. We are discussing here actually what the Bollywood word is basically, because one of the software professional basically that is a project manager, he got the information that basically I have to handle the project the Bollywood word basically. So he told that basically yes, basically we are basically handling the software industry also basically, you can say, because on the base of set of stories basically the software industry directly and works according to that only basically. So he told that okay, so basically you want to say that software entire industry basically works on the set of serials also basically, you can say. Then he told that yes, basically there are many serials basically, they are basically connected with the set of softwares basically, yeah. For example, this software basically which is running, that basically handles by the serial group basically. Then the one person basically told here basically how basically they handles here basically. That basically was the thing basically. That's why basically a few people basically says that basically they that business basically got lots of business. That's basically the CRM software. That product basically with the car basically which they sold, they basically taken for sold basically. That basically car basically sold lots of car basically. They basically sell basically around 1 to 2 lakh car basically. Then he told, are you sure basically? Then basically he told that basically when he basically decode that basically, then that time basically he got the information that this is basically is the serial basically. On the base of serial basically this car, the CRM software is getting handled, and this CRM software is basically having this data, that is the this product basically. So product can be anything basically. So here basically we assume that it's a car basically. So this car basically is handled by this serial basically. Then basically you can say that basically the CRM software was basically handled by Bollywood industry. So Bollywood industry basically handles software industry, that also you can say basically. But software preparation basically they are not doing basically. They are not into it because their profession is not there basically. But management side basically they are handling it. That basically you can say. So like this basically one person told that basically do you have the software basically which basically handles each and every business by the Bollywood group? They told that, the person told that basically no, basically it's not possible basically, because it's very difficult to create this type of system basically. So one of the biggest software company told that basically we will try basically, but it's impossible basically. We will try it basically, but it's impossible because the story writer basically writes the story according to the things basically where basically it gets connected basically. That's very dangerous thing here basically. If we are handling the software basically, then how basically we are going to create this software basically. And nowadays basically everybody knows that basically whatever things basically you deploy in the server, that converts into the energy. So that's basically very dangerous. So that basically for that basically we have to do the plan, but that's very difficult. So before that basically we have to connect with the energy department basically, the physical places are there or not. If we are creating this type of place, this type of software basically, each and everything basically we have to do the verification. So that's not so easy task basically. So that basically was told by the this was basically informed by the software industry, and the Bollywood industry also told that basically physical place basically creation you have to do basically. If you are doing this type of software preparation basically, then you have to inform us only basically. But whatever software basically which gets creates in the software industry, big level software company, that basically by default Bollywood industry basically say that basically that's from our story only basically. That's basically created from our story only basically. That's basically created from our story only. So like this basically you can just see the Bollywood industry basically up to what level they are connected with the software industry. It's not so easy basically to handle the software industry also and the Bollywood industry. So one person told that basically, can you please handle the Bollywood word basically? Then it's not so easy basically. One of the project manager told that basically I have to prepare lots of plan here basically. Lots of stuff basically are there. If I want to handle the mood basically of this city basically, then you can basically I should know basically which song basically has been prepared for this city basically. Like this basically each and everything basically I have to handle. Like this basically he told that basically I have to handle this all things basically. So it's not so easy basically. So he told that basically it's not so easy to handle the each and every stuff basically. So if one person told that basically if you can handle that mood of that city basically, can you handle it? Then for that basically I require the data from the Bollywood industry basically. Then only I can prepare the project management plan and give the project management plan data to the power company basically. This is the project management plan for the power for this city environment basically. So just see basically the city environment basically which is getting created, that also contains one project management plan basically. That also contains one project management plan. So we will discuss in next video basically how this project manager basically prepares the project management plan basically in next video basically. This is also part of the earthquakes.